POP, Mr. RockTheMicNews.com, Mr. Pick of the Week, 9 p.m. on Sunday, 103 Jams with DJ Jack of Spade. This is the Hot Topic Phoneaview. This is probably one of the most anticipated Phoneaviews to date. They got a lot of names for the guy that I have on the phone right now. Some people call him a genius. Some people call him a lyricist. He's been known to call him a womanizer. You know, they call him a troublemaker. He's very outspoken. But one thing we have to say about this man, you definitely want to know what he got to say when he be talking. I'm talking about Mike Mo. Mike Mo, what's good, homie?
What's up with you, P?
Now, but this is a great segue. Look, we ain't gonna stay here too long. This is a great segue. So, batches. You know, I got batches on my mind. How did that come about? What is a batch in your opinion? Hold on, 3-part question. How did that come about?
Okay.
What is a batch in your opinion? And is any of it true? Don't incriminate yourself.
Hold on, is any of it true? Is what true? As far as where Batch came from?
No, yeah, Batch had a lot of stories on it. I don't know if you listened to it. You know what? You wrote it.
Oh, in the song, you mean? In the song. Okay. The word, I got the word from Bake. You know what I'm saying? I heard Bake say batches one day, and I just thought that was the funniest word I've ever heard in my life. You know, and it wasn't
for everybody, because I asked Bake what murr mean, and we got that out the way. What does batches mean?
Did you? I still don't know what the fuck murr means. I mean,
when you use it, what does batches mean?
It's if you take nigger to nigga, you take bitch to batch. You know, you take something that's supposed to be disrespectful and you make it funny. You know, y'all bitches leave me alone is a tough thing to say. Y'all batches leave me alone becomes funny. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You know, I never definitely
use that word anymore, but I got you. Can't use that word anymore, but I got you.
I mean, you know, and of course, if you're mad, you know, it's real hard to call somebody a bench when you're mad, you know, and
right.
As far and so the song, the song came from the word. Apparently, the actual word came from J. Ave over there, Hood Platinum. Some might know him as Kush Parker on Facebook. You know, and apparently the word came from him, and, you know, they said different bench or something like that, you know, and I didn't know nothing about that. You know, I just heard my man say it and made a song about it, and I ain't hit none of them benches in the song. You know, that was my rendition of Dreams of hitting the R&B joint, like Biggie did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice.
Exactly. But it was like, what sense does it make to rhyme about chicks that we don't even know? You're never going to see them probably when there's joints right here that we see every day that we possibly could hit. We really could. You know what I mean? So let's talk about them. You know, so, and that's pretty much what it was. And I figured it would be dope to do simply because everybody's here. You can call somebody on the phone. Yo, Mike Mo put you in the song. Yo, you hear what Mike Mo said about you? As opposed to rhyming about, you know, all of these, you know, Zoe Saldana and Kerry Washington and all of these other actresses and R&B singers and shit that we never even
want to make it more real and more towards some that people that are listening to your music can relate to. Like, oh, yeah, I know all of that.
Exactly. Right. You know what I mean? So that's all that was about.
Okay, so we went rumor, we went personal rumor. Let's go back personal, man. Have you ever had a successful relationship with a female, and was the Facebook song a true story?
Woo! Yeah. I'm in can the relationship be successful if it's, I guess I'm in a successful relationship right now, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I've learned a lot over the years since I've been with this shorty. We've been on and off. A lot of niggas done seen her before. You know, we've been on and off, but more on than off. And I see this relationship going great places, you know what I mean? She's a very smart girl. She's very motivated, and she makes me her religion. You know what I mean? And that's what you need right there. You need your woman to care about you. You know, every move that she makes is about you. Of course, you want her to have her own life and her own lifestyle, but it's all about you. Just like on the other hand, with me, it's all about her. The Facebook song, a lot of people ask if it's a true story dealing with the end of the song, I kick in the door with a bat, but they fail to actually listen when it says bad dreams of me catching her in the act, da-da-da-da-da, I kick in the door with a bat. But as far as the whole story, more or less, yeah, this shit is true. Involving the same shorty I'm with right now, you know what I mean? I'm not going to come out.
I'm good.
What I'm not going to do, and I can say that now, is I'm not going to reveal the true identity. Of Sean.
We wouldn't ask you that because I consider that snitching. You know, when we do these things, I don't ever try to go with who you're sleeping with, who you got this from. And nah, we don't do all that. Even when it comes to certain beefs or something like that, unless it's public knowledge, we don't really try to go through that. We call that snitching, and no snitching on the phone abuse. Moving on, man. Great answer, man. Moving on. Let's talk about. We might as well go here. We gotta go here. Let's talk about. Philly.
About who? Oh,
Philly. Shout out to Philly.
Okay, Philly. What's up, Philly?
Yeah. Now, from what I'm hearing, you guys are way past the old situation. There was a diss record. There was a miscommunication. I don't like to dwell on the past, so let's just say this. Is there any possible collaboration in the future that could possibly go down with you in Philly? And you regret anything about the situation in the past? Would you have did anything different? Let me rephrase that. Would you have did anything different in the past dealing with the Philly situation? And could we get a possible record with you and Philly on?
No, I wouldn't have done anything different. I felt like it was very necessary, the move that I made. It might not have been very smart, you know what I mean? But, I felt like it was necessary for the scene. And, look, man, at the end of the day, Philly was feeling himself, but he wasn't making the type of music that you should feel yourself with. So he needed to be reprimanded, more or less, like, listen, this is who you think you are, this is who you are. And ever since then, I've heard nothing but good music from him, and sometimes it's subconscious. Sometimes the dude would be real pissed off, he dissed me on wax, he called me whack, he dissed that and the third, but then in the back of their mind, all they thinking is, I can't do nothing but make bangers from here on out. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the way I look at it now. I felt like if that hadn't happened, he wouldn't have the hot record that he got now, the hat to the back, with Philly on the front.
Shout out to Philly. We liking that hat to the back.
You know what I mean?
Record for the moment. He got a couple remixes coming out for that.
Oh yeah, and I rock with Philly. Like even throughout that situation, he was definitely a real nigga.
Let me clean up your last statement and just ask you a few questions, because I'm telling you, man, guys get real touchy over these interviews. You know what I'm saying? So,
I know.
On the Philly statement, this is what I heard. They might hear it different. I'm not going to chop this up any type of way, but what I heard is basically, as an MC, as an artist, you're saying that you felt like, he wasn't who he was saying was. I don't know what was going on around that time, so I don't know what you're responding to. But you're saying basically it was a challenge. You're saying, yo, I went in the booth, and I felt like I challenged them. It was no beef. I have no malice. No, I wanted to see him. We wanted to fight. It was just lyrically, I feel like I'm better. Am I accurate in saying what I just said?
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. You know,
Cool.
the way I felt like, look,
now let's stay there for a minute. Not on the Philly subject, but let's just stay over. Let's talk about beef versus battle. You have been, I must say, one of the few rappers that have. So first and foremost, for everybody that claims they're a hip-hop artist, okay, that's part of this culture. This is me talking. Mike Mo, you can fall back for about 2 seconds. So I have to say this. I don't think people understand that the art form, you know, that kind of resurrected out of dance crews and all that, and b-boying, actually was created to solve some of the street problems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people really understand that. I need you to get Beat Street. I need you to get Crush Groove. You know what I mean? I need y'all hip-hop, so-called hip-hop fans to really go back and study the essence, and study when it started in the Bronx and how gangs were beefing and they would come together for this music. You know what I mean? How they took dance battling and then they took MC, you know what I mean? It turned into MC battle. You know what I mean? Yep. Kumo D didn't want to kill LL.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they go on the mic.
Yeah, KRS-One. You know what I mean? The bridge is over. He wasn't aiming to do a whole war, you know what I'm saying, against Queensbridge. It was just, it is what it is. We from the Bronx, we feeling like we started it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, we feeling like we the best. It was a way to compete. So let's go back to beef and battling. Let's keep it 100, because I know you might, Mo, you're going to keep it 100. You're very confident in your position. And I want to ask you this. Do you feel like rappers are scared to compete, man? Because you have definitely jumped out there in competitive nature. You know, I've rarely, and this is me just keeping 100, I've rarely seen you say things like, I'm going to punch you in the face when I see you, hope you die, I'm going to shoot you. I've rarely seen the aggressive, you know, gangster type of reaction to diss records. I'm going to be honest, I really enjoyed you and Vo Black's battle. I didn't enjoy everything I heard about it. We're not going to go back there.
Right.
But
right.
now because I enjoyed it. Like, I just enjoyed the competitiveness. I enjoyed him, y'all, breaking the chain, Mike Mo, you over. And I enjoyed the response, you coming back, mixing the SK in my car. And, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was very creative. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it boils down to two things.
Okay.
It boils down to two things. The number one thing is we live in a generation where words may never hurt me is bullshit now. People are hurt by words now. You know, like, and that's why so many people are getting into physical altercations and violence over use a punk. Nah, use a punk. Nah, I'll beat your ass. That's just talk until something actually happens. But now it's like you tell a nigga he a punk, he about to shoot you and show you that he not a punk. You know what I mean? He about to punch you in your face so that you know he not a punk. So people are hurt by words. And so now when you add the craft into the same equation, and you got all of these people and everybody around them is like, yeah, you hot, you next. They always going to their homeboy. Right, because you going to somebody else for solidification because you're not confident with yourself. You don't even believe what your people are telling you. But as long as they keep telling you that, you'll keep doing it. So now when the nigga that's really true to those bars come at you like, nah, if you really think you that dope, then show me that on wax. And your homeboys is like, man, just beat that nigga up, da-da-da-da-da-da. Don't nobody really want to rap no more. You know, don't nobody know. I had a friend of mine that said it. He said it the best way ever. I don't know how to fight with my tongue, dog. I don't know how to speak at niggas.
Who said
All
that?
I know how to do is rock. A friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Me and this nigga was about to thump over an argument. And he told me the reason was because he don't know how to relay that shit with his mouth. You know me, I'm well versed. You know what I'm saying? I got a decent vocabulary. I can say certain things and make sense out of certain situations. My nigga just an animal. He not trying to do that shit. He like, nah, if we got a problem, this all I know how to do is throw these things. And that's how a lot of people are when it comes to that music. I don't know how to diss a nigga on. A lot of people can't even do a diss record without talking about shooting you or killing you or something like that.
Wow.
They don't know how to do it.